Hi, welcome to my channel. Circumstances don't matter. The term circumstances don't matter, and how we can see this in a different way. How we can stop seeing a circumstance as something that's going to impact us and affect what we can see in the present and in the future by just purely looking at it as energy. It's pure energy and nothing more. And what happens is we bring it into the present moment. Your subconscious doesn't know what's past and what is. It's the past and future, it has no idea. All it knows is the now. It just deals in the now. The now, the now, the now. So what happens is we want something and then we believe that we have circumstances around that, but we tell ourselves, but it doesn't matter, circumstances don't matter. But actually we're still feeling those circumstances. So we are still bringing them into the equation. So we are making them matter, because when we bring them into the equation, whatever we do, if we sit there and think about them for a bit, we are building the energy of them. So we are becoming that circumstance, if you like. So we are creating that energy within. So we are going to see more evidence on the outside that those circumstances do actually matter in our case. And then we'll tell ourselves, no, they don't. We know that they don't with manifesting, but again, we'll bring them in. And when we bring them in, we have the energy of them. When we have the energy of them, we see more of that reflected back to us. It might just be things that we see on social media, whatever, that's evidence of those circumstances actually mattering, but it's purely, again, because we have brought the energy in. If you do not bring the energy in, then it cannot show to you. If you try to see it, a circumstance as just a past event and kind of imagine it outside of you, away from you, way back there in the past, even if it's just 10 minutes in the past, it's still in the past, it's still not in the now. The now is the now and what's going on now. So when I'm sat here now, this is the now. There's nothing else going on around me apart from me speaking to you now. Now, let's say I start thinking about something that I'd like to achieve in my life, something where I'd like to go in my life. And then I think about the other things going on around that. And that might mean that that doesn't happen, or that doesn't happen fast. And I start thinking about them. And I sit there and I think about them for a bit, but yeah, I know it doesn't matter, but, and I bring it in. So I'm bringing in the energy. So I'm creating that inside of me, I'm creating that energy. So that is going to hold things off, because I am making it an issue as such. But I'm not doing anything really. All I am doing is creating that energy. So reinfecting myself with the energy all of the time of it being difficult because this, because that, and then saying, but circumstances don't matter. So what I would need to stop doing is bringing those things in. Keep reminding myself it's the past. When I feel it coming in, I think to myself, that is an energy. And I do that with everything. If I feel a bit stuck or anything, I think, hang on a minute, what's my energy on the subject? Just bring everything back to energy. It makes it, I say it makes it easier, but it does make it a little bit easier to digest what's going on here. If you see it in a sort of a scientific way like this, well, maybe not for everyone, but I do. I love science, so it does really work for me like that. And I can kind of monitor my energy, not in a control freaky way, but in a way that if I can feel it slightly off, I can just notice it and think that I can feel what's going on inside of me. That's slightly off from the day that I want. Let's say I'm driving to work and I'm feeling a bit anxious, or I'm feeling a bit off. I will notice that and think, oh, and I can artificially change that and think, okay, what's the energy that I do want? This is going to be a good day, let's say. So I bring the energy of this is going to be a good day in, and then I'll drive to work with that energy. And then by the time I get to work and go into the kitchen and make myself a coffee or whatever, I feel different anyway, naturally. So we can influence our energy at any given moment. And I will do that. I'll do that if I do feel slightly anxious, I can do that now. I can shift it. And I'm forcing it for a little bit, and then it just becomes natural, and then a new feeling takes over. Maybe not the exact feeling that I've swapped it for, but something different that isn't the energy that I had before. So let's go back to circumstances. A circumstance is just a label that we've put on events and things around us. We've called them a circumstance, and then we call them our circumstance, my circumstances. Well, don't do that. Don't claim them. Don't own them. They are just things that have happened or are happening, but they have nothing to do with you. They are not part of you. They don't make you what you are. So when you feel yourself bringing the energy and just think that's an energy and that is going to show to me, that is going to reflect back to me in one form or another. So I need to stop that. And you can do it by using a switch word. Any word will do that kind of knocks you out of it and reminds you, no, I can't do that. You can swap the energy for something that you would like, and you know it's artificial, but just sit with it for a bit until you feel slightly different. Or you can just try and let it go and just realize that I can't keep telling myself circumstances don't matter if I keep bringing them in and I keep creating the energetic version of those circumstances within me, because I am going to see evidence on the outside. Then I'm going to say, Well, they do matter for me because look, yeah, because you've created the energy of it. When something happens, somebody does something in life that's out, or something happens in our life, generally, if somebody does something and hurts you, upsets you, offends you, you will think about it quite a lot, and you will then give momentum to that feeling, and then you will start to see more of that from them, and you will think, oh, that's the kind of person they are. They didn't used to be like that, and now they're like this. Why? They've changed. Well, no, they haven't really. They just did something, and we don't know why they did it. And then you then enhanced that energy. You increased it. You gave it momentum. So you just kept seeing more and more evidence that that's the kind of person that they are. And again, it's the same thing. It's energetic. You brought the energy, and you created the energy, and then you got more of that back. So when we want to see different from people, just bringing it back to simplicity. We're not talking about self-concept here. It's an energetic thing. You can't keep having the same old energy about somebody and affirming that they're different. I'm affirming this, but I'm still feeling them as this old version. It's the feeling, it's the energy. It's nothing to do with what you're saying or what you're doing. It's the energy going on inside of you that's showing to you on the outside. Right, I'm going to stop there. I am an author. All of my books are listed below, all based around the law of attraction apart from one, which is based around self-concept. I offer Zoom coaching, I offer email coaching. My Zoom coaching is fairly limited these days. I don't take on that many Zoom coaching clients in 1 week because I've got lots of other things going on. But I do also offer email coaching, which is proving really popular. That's a 4-week program between Monday to Friday, and that seems to work really well for people. It's very informal, and there's no sort of set time scale. You just come back to me when you're ready. I'll come back to you as soon as I can, but you know, with time zone differences, I understand that you can't always get back to me that quickly, but that's fine. So there's more space with that, definitely more availability for that. There's also a members area on my website. You can sign up for free, or you can sign up as a paid member. Paid members get various benefits, and when you go to sign up, you'll see a big list of those benefits. The main thing, I guess, is that I've just started doing courses in there for paid members, so that the first one went up, and that's on influencing energy, because everything is energy. And if I can bring it more back to that for you guys and kind of try and make it as simple as possible, because actually it is, and we just make it complicated because we're human beings, and that's what we do. We have complex minds. Okay, right, that's it. Thanks so much for watching.